Liver transplant, a life-saving emergency procedure due to critical time constraints during organ preservation stage post-donation. Every year, 13,000 livers are transplanted globally, but the waiting list of 30,000 is growing. Around 1 in 4 of those patients will die while awaiting transplantation. Meanwhile, 2,000 livers are discarded due to injury during preservation, 500 only in the UK. As a historic first in time, the perfusion device revolutionizes how organs are preserved. I went to the University of Oxford Research Centre to speak with Professor Konstantin Kousios, one of the inventors.
So under current cold preservation techniques, surgeons get nervous beyond about 12 hours of preservation, and this makes transplantation an emergency procedure. This machine can keep livers alive for up to 24 hours, which significantly improves the logistics of transplantation. And then the amazing thing is, during preservation, it functions. For example, it creates bile. There are many livers today that are donated but are either not retrieved or not transplanted, about 500 per year in the UK, and we hope that this machine will make it possible to use a significant subset of those. Our role is to develop new technology for the preservation of organs, but these, once preserved, actually get transplanted by the surgical and transplant team at King's College Hospital.
I went to King's College Hospital to interview Mr. Wael Jassen, the surgeon who performed all trial transplants using the new perfusion invention.
The experimental data showed that these organs, they can be preserved up to even 48 hours. So if the damage is very severe, then the consequences can be quite harmful. And if the damage is minimum, then you always see some changes in organs that are preserved with the cold. In this machine, we have done 5 so far. And every time you release the clamps to allow the blood supply going to the liver, you see absolutely nothing. And to be honest, I never had any doubt that this is the right technique to do. Never had any doubt. But I am still a human being. And just before putting the liver in and waiting for the organ to be reperfused to receive the blood supply, because this is a very critical moment. I was a bit nervous, but it's normal. But then when the liver received the blood supply and everything was absolutely stable, Peter Friend was behind me. I shook his hand, and for me, this is a new era.
I also spoke with Mike Bridges, the recipient of a liver transplant still on traditional preservation methods, to learn about his liver transplant experience and what he thought about the new invention.
I had the transplant on Christmas Day, so it's just over 3 months ago, and things are going very well. I think I was in hospital not very well in November, and the outcome of that was they put me on the transplant list. I think this warm liver, I don't know much about it. From what I can gather, if it increases the amount of livers available, then that's saving people's lives.
Perfusion device, a groundbreaking invention developed here at University of Oxford Research Centre, potentially changing liver transplant forever. But most importantly, directly saving numerous additional lives every year. I'm Tina Vilassa, reporting for Brooks TV.